What's up, y'all?
Have you ever wished your girlfriend was a gamer?
I like video games.
And we love video games.
Are you kidding me?
Knows, that's crazy. Where's that from?
Every guy who's a gamer has heard girls talk about this, saying it's a waste of time and it's no fun and they don't understand why they do it. Even though some of those girls would find it real fun if they just gave it a try. Some girls will just hate video games and there's nothing you can do about it, just like some guys hate them. Some girls would actually want to play games, but they find the learning curve a little too hard to get into. That's where Heroes bridges the gap. Heroes plays different than almost any other game. And if you play local multiplayer using the hot seat function, where one player takes a turn and then the other player takes a turn using the same keyboard and mouse, then it almost literally turns into a board game. But instead of a physical game board, you just have the computer screen. Heroes really isn't like any other game. It's kind of like if all the real-time strategy and turn-based strategy games all fucked and had a baby, Heroes is what they would create.
And by some miracle, those two babies met and fucked. This would be the shit that they birthed.
And since we're entering the part of the year where we really won't be getting any new game releases till the middle of summer probably. Yeah, sadly I look through this upcoming games list and I only see a couple I'd even look forward to. Saints Row in August, a new Warhammer in September. Ooh, and then here come the good ones. Gotham Knights, the new Batman. Those have been consistently good, at least in my experiences. I've played every single one of them. And then Starfield in November, the grand masterpiece. But don't expect it in November, that's going to get delayed, I promise you. I might do a video on that one, so I'll tell you why later. But yeah, that's the new releases for the rest of the year, pretty much. So what better time than now to see if you can trick your girl into playing a game of Heroes with you. If she ends up liking the game too, she'll love you for getting her into it. Plus, it's just a super fun way to spend time together. I've had games of Heroes that have lasted more than a month with friends. And they're so damn fun. Trust me, if you get a few of your friends to sit down and play a few turns with you, they'll be blowing you up every day to play this.
What up, Jackson? Of course I want to hang out
Play Heroes.
or whatever.
Hell, I've even had a game going in the background when we had 15, 20 people at my house. Then as people left that were playing, other people would take over their spot. That was a hilarious game because no one knew what they were doing. But it was great at the party. It was a conversation piece. Groups would randomly watch people play for a minute and chat. And because it doesn't take all of your attention to play, you can do that. You can send someone out to get more booze.
Shots.
Fucking Jaeger bombs, Jaeger bombs, Jaeger bombs.
Or you could get up between turns and start dinner, do a load of laundry.
You haven't even started on the backyard.
That's the way to do it, too. You get up and do stuff while your girl's taking her turns. Then when you're done gaming, she starts noticing all the little shit you did around the house. Then she just wants to do nasty things to you.
I know some girls that will do awful things to you. You can treat their asses like garbage cans.
Okay, the best way to get them interested is to have it kind of come up naturally. For example, be playing the game when she's coming home from work or something, or try to find a time when you think she'll show up and be playing it and see if she watches or asks any questions. If she asks questions, that's a great sign. Just make sure her face doesn't look anything like this when you're talking to her about it. That's the fuck your video games face.
I love it, don't you?
I love it, yeah.
I mean, it's the kind of thing where literally I play the game and it's like 4 hours go by.
But if she seems open to it, show her a few turns and mention it's no harder to learn than Monopoly and it plays just like a board game. I usually just show them the order of a turn. Like I'll move my guys around and go get into a battle and then I'll go build a marketplace or a blacksmith in my castle. Just a simple turn and it's easy to grasp. And then once they start to hear some of the cute sounds, and the amazing music in this game. Some of the best in any game ever. They'll be hooked after that. Hopefully not too addicted, so you don't have to lock up your computer when you're gone or something. You'll know too when one day you're at work or something and you'll get a text that says, "How do I start a game of Heroes?"
Gotcha, bitch.
What?
Just hold on 1 second.
Oh, and just in case you don't want to edit any maps yourself, I got you covered. I'm going to post links to at least 2 of them that I've built out for you here, so you can just drag them in your maps folder and load them up and play. I'll put notes under the links in the description that say which character to make your girlfriend and which character to make you, so you give her the right character that has the little bit of buffs to it. I'm pretty sure in my Warmongers map, if you make your girlfriend the first player character, the red character, she'll have a couple artifacts and a few titans in her castle, just enough to get her by the first few battles and the first month or so. That's always the hardest part for new people to get used to in Heroes. It's easy to get frustrated when you die really quick within the first 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Excuse me?
But if you help her out and cheat her through the first 3 or 4 maps you guys play, she'll be able to play with no cheats at all and be just fine.
Total dumb.
If you change your mind and you do end up wanting to edit maps on your own and make your own co-op maps, I did make a video a few months ago about it on how to do that. So I'll link that in the description as well. The thumbnail looks like this too. Then you can go out and download public maps that people have made that are much harder than the maps that are built into the game. Plus, some of them have really fun, weird scenarios where you start with like 10,000 black dragons or something weird like that. Once you're both kind of good at the game, it's fun to have humongous armies.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Power up. Pretty crazy that a game that came out in 1999 is still as popular as it is on Twitch today. Nearly every time I check in on it on Twitch, it's got 9,000-10,000 viewers, sometimes less, although it is predominantly occupied by the Eastern Bloc. Most of the Russian-speaking countries play this. They're definitely the best at it. It's fun to watch the pros play, even if I don't understand what they're saying. I've played this for easy 10,000 hours plus, and they could kick my ass. So if you're wondering how to get better at the game, there are plenty of good guides made by a bunch of different YouTubers that are better at it than I am. I can just show you the technical crap and how to edit maps and stuff. I could compete for a little while with these guys, but not really. And all the work these guys did setting up these experiments to prove their points, damn man, that takes forever. Setting up stuff like this for Heroes is kind of tough sometimes. So yeah, mad props to all the guys that made guides for this game, and thank you to all of you. There are very few games that a non-gamer could pick up and play without much trouble, and I would have to put Heroes at the top of that list. I can't think of any other game that bridges the gap between board games and video games as well as Heroes does. So it's ultimately up to you to judge whether your girl or your significant other will be open to a game like this. Do they like board games? Because if they do, they'll very likely play this. But like I said earlier, some people will just simply not be open to it. With some people, there's just a stigma around video games that you'll never get rid of. I've ran into it a couple times and it's weird and I don't know what to do about it.
Hey. Man, you corny! Next say something while I'm talking is getting shot.
Little do they know, we're the smart ones actually, training our brains to problem solve all the time.
Oh, when only those as super smart as me will be left alive to bitterly cry!
Gaming is a great way of practicing problem solving under a stressful situation. But I don't know, that's just my opinion. We got bigger problems than haters out there. If we just keep doing our thing, the future will take care of them.
Suck my disc.
Okay, I'm out.
Peace.